It's like when it's too loud, I get to a point where I start not being able to fucking hear anything, dude. Warzone last night, man, they got me into it. Motherfuckers, I haven't bought a video game like Warzone, or not Warzone, fucking Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
I haven't bought one in fucking years, dude. I don't think I've bought one since Black Ops 2.
Damn, for real? That long?
That might have been one in between that, especially not full price at least. Like, I definitely bought one on a disc. That like Infinite Warfare or something like that, the one where you could fly around. But yeah, it was on sale, dude. $50.
Can't beat
so
that.
So I was like, alright, fuck it, I'll fucking buy it. And then I was just fucking going in.
Yeah, I think the last one I played was the first Warzone. But you know, like how you could like buy your like skins and shit. I ended up buying Godzilla and shit. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the first Warzone, I didn't buy that game.
Yeah,
I did get to play it a little bit though because I game shared with Blythe.
Yeah,
and he bought it. And so, but I didn't even try the campaign. I barely played multiplayer once because Warzone had just dropped. Took over my life at that point. Dude.
Same here.
Like me and the boys would squad up and just go fucking nuts. Coleman, have you ever got on and played Warzone with us?
No, I tried it one time and it only lasted like 10 minutes because it frustrated the fuck out of me.
Get better,
I don't know, man.
Get good.
Yeah,
fucking noob.
I'm a noob. Dude, I spent my time in like Skyrim and shit. You know,
hell yeah.
Lately I've been in Red Dead 2. That's been my That's been my fantasy.
See, that's
chugging away at.
something that really pisses me off about people though, and people who game, like, for real. It's like I have to have different friends to do different shit with.
Yeah,
it's like I could play, like, if we could co-op on Red Dead 2, I can play that with you and shit, but then you don't play Warzone. Because like my homies that play Warzone 2, I'll be like, alright, like, what's up, y'all trying to go run some Apex? Like, oh, you mean Gaypex?
Or Apex?
They don't even know what it really is. Never. I think D-Lo's tried it, but like half of them never tried it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's so gay, dude, but we'll just sit around and play the same fucking game that we have for 3 years now, and we'll just do the same fucking thing on repeat and just keep playing Resurgence. Like, what the fuck?
No, like I feel like ape sex is better than gay sex, you know, for Apex. Shit, that's what me and my buddies call it.
Fuck Apex. I can't stand that game. I tried it like 3 or 4 different times. Every time I try to go in fresh, open-minded. I'm like, okay, I'm really going to try to understand this game. I'm really going to try to work every fucking time. I play like 10 seconds, and then but the thing is, you're like roaming around for like 10, 15 minutes, right? And then the moment finally comes and you die.
Yeah,
and that's like, that's
smart.
your entire gameplay.
You got to stick to the high ground. You got to make sure you rotate. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it, dude. You have to be very tactical when playing Apex.
No.
Sometimes maybe even more tactical than fucking Warzone.
Well, it's very fast paced.
No,
like, that's the part I can't keep up with.
Just third party it. Fuck all that other shit.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why you got to stick to the high ground and make sure that you're always rotating. You don't want to shoot straight in. You pretty much always get fucked. Always try to stick to the high ground so that you can create a perimeter.
So you're saying when you launch off, you start in the high ground?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But just like, you know what I mean? It's just very important that you don't spend too much time at like a low area where there's like a lot of high surroundings, where if you fall under attack, you're not going to be able to find as much cover. You know what I mean? Because they might just be able to move to the left and still see you. So it's like you always want to make sure that you're in a good area if you have to fight somebody.
Speaking of low point, I asked you a question about, like, you know, it's like, say if you're like at a low point in your life, what dog would you eat? Like, what we was talking about, like, what breed and shit.
I love that.
Well, first of all, you know, I gotta have the right type of people to prepare the
say it was us three.
Here's my question: if you're at that point of life, does it matter? Does it matter what dog you're eating?
That is true.
You're just like, you've accepted, I'm eating dog. At what point, like, beyond that, why are you like,
okay, so let's say you hit that low point then. Let's take this deeper. You hit that low point.
You're really
you're in like a place where it's okay to do it. There's an abundance of dogs. And now it's like, okay, I've acquired this taste and I like this. So now, what dog am I hunting for?
What breed?
Oh.
I mean, my answer is still the same though, because I've never even like considered eating a dog. So I feel like it's just easier to say the dogs that I wouldn't eat.
What would that be?
Would be like hound dogs and shit. Things that'll eat like squirrels and rabbits, raccoons, pugs.
Yeah.
fucking rat terriers,
I don't know. A pug would
bulldogs.
A pug would seem like almost like a suckling pig. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Well-
they're tiny. No shit. You could just slow roast a fucker.
Well,
That's
here's the
true.
problem: is
Yeah.
that there's more utility in keeping a dog alive in most cases than eating it. So you have to like exclude every other, like
Not
meat
if it's
source.
Walking Dead zombies. I thought about it. I'm like, dude, if the world ever goes to shit and it's Walking Dead zombies type shit, the first thing I have to do is kill Bo. Because he would get us killed. Absolutely, he can't shut the fuck up. So
Yeah.
You're fucking Will Smith in it. You're
yeah,
like-
all the zombies are gonna be at my house, dude. So yep, motherfucker's gonna have to go right away.
I'll probably eat a lab, a golden retriever.
Have you guys ever cried watching a movie?
Which one? Like I cried on several. Well,
Is it a regular? Is it a regular thing for you or not? Often?
just only on shrooms. That's the only time I cry. Shit,
Dude.
I think I cried during the Croods, and I think I cried during the Mask. You know, the one with Jim Carrey.
You
Like-
grind in the man.
Yeah, it's fucking scary, man. Especially on shrooms.
from fear.
okay,
okay,
okay.
Oh,
But like all that shit changes as soon as you like turn.
but
something
only
else
on shrooms. Is that the only time you've ever cried watching something?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm a little bitch.
I did a lot of shit on shrooms.
It's
Like,
definitely been a long time since I've saw a movie that made me cry at all. And I mean, it's definitely not like crying either.
Yeah.
Maybe bring a tear to my eye, but
Yeah,
I-
stifled.
I've always been real into like action movies and comedy movies. So, like, I'm not a big drama guy when it comes to movies, at least. I really don't even like movies that much. I'm a TV show guy, series,
But-
all the way.
Sure.
I would say the movie that almost made me cry, almost like shed a tear, was that Godzilla -1. Because growing up, I was a Godzilla fan, and I always hated them when they fucking killed him off and all that shit. It always broke my heart every fucking time, man.
Like, why?
Yeah, but
Oh, shit.
but it always like it made me like go like hell yeah every time I seen another movie come out. But it's always the same ending. They always fucking fuck him up like how fucking King Kong shoved a fucking tree down his throat. That broke my heart.
He shoved the tree down his throat.
Yeah, like in the 60s. No shit. Oh, trust me, I'm a big Godzilla fan, man. Like,
Damn.
Gay. You shoved the
guess-
whole tree down his throat? What the fuck?
he got blown up and everything. Like, man, you gotta understand as a kid. I was getting
That's
my heart
absolutely pour the
broken.
porn out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They
As
have
a
to shove
kid,
tree trunks down throats.
I can't think, like, I mean, like, as a kid, dude, Air Bud probably made me cry. I think there was, like, a sad part in it, but I don't even remember what the fuck happened. Done a lot of acid, dude.
Speaking of Air
Yeah,
Bud,
acid will make you cry. in
yeah.
movies, for
Speaking
sure.
of Air Bud, how bullshit would it be to be on a kid and you get cut for a dog? You know, on the team, like saying like,
I'd
"Hey,
be taking that dog the fuck out.
and be like, hey man, we think this dog is way better than you, and you're not on the team. I'm sorry to tell you that.
I'm finding a new career.
Yeah.
I'm accepting it.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Well, you
at
know,
a sign at that point.
That could happen to Coleman.
Very well,
Because we're in the works of starting a flag football league, and he's in there. He's supposed to be playing, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Fuck it." And so, maybe somebody brings their dog and they're fucking really good, and Coleman gets.
Dude, I don't know if I've told you this story, but when I was in middle school, I was in 8th grade. I was on the football team. And
Yeah.
I was like on the BC team,
Yeah.
I was offensive line, and we were reviewing footage one day, and there was a part where everybody went up. And then one person went up 2 seconds later, and like everybody was like confused. Nobody knew because
Yeah.
and then they were like Coleman, and then they like all pointed at him. I didn't even know it was me. I didn't even know my number.
Yeah.
I had to fucking So that's me. That's my skill level that we're working with.
Speaking of football, like during middle school, guess what position I played?
What'd
Just
you play?
fucking guess.
Running back.
No.
Offensive line.
Yeah, they put me on the line and all that shit, and I was like, you know,
chunky.
fuck no. I was 135, and they put me on the
What?
line. Yeah, they.
What team were you
135
on?
in middle school, though. That's not that bad of a weight. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
but-
30 pounds less than me.
How tall were you?
I was like 6'1", but I was skinny as fuck.
That's
So
skinny
I
as
was-
fuck.
I tried. I gave him my effort, but
They should have put you as a tight end.
Nah, I didn't have hand. I couldn't catch the ball.
I would have put you as an end then.
Yeah.
A tight end that doesn't have hands, that's a defensive end.
Yeah.
Right there.
But no, I think they just wanted to see me get fucked up. Shit. I mean, I gave them all no shit, but
Was it your dream to play for the Chiefs?
nah. Yes. You know what's fucked up about like the whole like natives and like Chiefs thing? You know how like they try to say like, oh, you gotta change your Redskins and all that shit. You ever went to a Chiefs game? You know, like where they go the Tommy Hunt, like.
I've been to like I've been like 8, 10, something like that.
Yeah,
Kansas City games.
And like fucking, you know, there's like one where they had this kid, you know, he had a headdress on, but
yeah, the blackface kid.
yeah, the blackface.
Love
man.
that guy.
Like full on fucking like.
No,
there's
the other, in that picture you can only see the half, but the other half actually was red.
Yeah.
And it turns out that they're Native American too.
Yeah.
We just talked about that last episode.
Like fucking that. I thought that shit was wild. When I seen that shit happen, I was like, "That's gotta be racist as fuck."
Yeah. So there's a baseball team that what they changed their name to now?
Was it the Guardians?
The Guardians.
Yeah.
So they used to be the Cleveland Indians, and they used to be the Cleveland Spiders. But they changed from the Cleveland Spiders to the Cleveland Indians because they were the first baseball team to have Native Americans play on their team. And not just one, they had 3 of them.
Yeah.
And so they changed their whole name in honor of those people. And then that happened in honor of them. And that's like the same thing with the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
And because of this whole reverse racism thing, they changed them.
Yeah.
It's like you're literally all like... people before deliberately whitewashed history, and it's like you are now whitewashing history out of complete ignorance. It's like you didn't even know what was going on, and it's just like we're the Oskaloosa Indians, dude. In our fucking town square, there's a fucking statue of Oskaloosa. It's
probably
like
one of my
our
uncles.
Chief Mahaska is who's there. Oskaloosa
Did you say
was
it's
a
probably
woman.
one of your uncles?
Yeah.
Like for real though?
Maybe.
He said maybe, I don't know.
Is that just like Iowan Mexicans? They're like, yeah, he's probably my cousin.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think that, like, there's not that many natives out of all places, Iowa. Shit. Same thing with all the other races too, you know, and shit. So like, you know, there's only so much because like the state is only as big as probably like probably like a city or so like that. But yeah, like fucking like that kind of shit. But you know, I always think about that every now and then. Like who, because speaking of like racism, y'all know John Wayne was racist, and you know he's from Iowa.
Oh, I'm sure he was racist.
But
Yeah,
but no, this what I'm trying to get at is that like there's not really that much natives in Iowa. Meskwakis are the only ones in Iowa that's native. I'm just trying to figure out who's like grandpa pissed them off to like be like, man, fuck all natives, you know? You get what I'm saying? Cause,
For real.
Because you remember when
I think it was just sense of power though too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it was just like one country just gained so much power. Well, it was also more than one country too that did take the fuck out of the Native Americans.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up though too that they like portray them in a lot of like, oh yeah, because they did this and because they did that, like they'd call them savages and shit. And it's like, dude, they were like the most peaceful people in this entire landscape.
Yeah.
And you guys were the ones trying to take their shit.
Yeah.
And like they like were like, all right, you can't take our shit, but we will let you in. And then you just took the shit anyways.
Yeah. Man, that's
I know. Once again though, because I give them credit for the whole, you know, slavery thing too.
yeah.
You know, white people, the white Europeans, dude, they did their fucking thing. Okay. I mean, they're like 5-0, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, they fucking were like, hey, we can take all these motherfuckers and enslave them for years to come, for generations.
Yeah.
They did it. You know, they were like, hey, we can come over here and we could just take all of their land and make it one big country. And they fucking did it, dude. They fucking come up with a plan and they execute, dude. White people are scary.
And what's bullshit is that they named it off of like native words and shit, like
Yeah.
counties and all shit. Like fucking that's some cold-blooded shit.
Hey, we're good at stealing shit, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a talent.
You should see it, dude.
Yeah.
Coleman, as soon as we get done with the podcast, every episode he throws on a do-rag and lights up a Black and Mild.
Hell yeah. It's 2023. No, shit.
I hold it off till then. That's why I let loose.
He even got some Cuban links on the way. You just ordered them.
You know what's crazy? Like, you know how, like, you know, because I saw that podcast y'all did about, like, the do-rag shit.
Yeah.
No one gives Eminem shit. Like, ever.
Yeah.
Like, with that and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you used to wear one a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Good old time.
Like, even back then, I was, like, an Eminem fan. I thought about, you know what, I should probably put on a do-rag, too. But for what? Because, like, you know, they always said that natives had, like, good hair. Which, I guess...
I dream about it all the time.
Yeah.
I got the fucking white bug in my hair, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking lost it. Or I'm losing it.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna stay fucking bald forever.
I am the only male in my work, so I could probably get away with wearing a do-rag if I wanted to.
Hell yeah.
You're the
What were
only
they gonna
male
say?
there?
Yeah.
Just assert your
I
dominance.
think the biggest thing, though, that you'd have to be worried about being a white man wearing a do-rag would be black women.
No black women work there.
I ain't gonna front. It must suck to be a
I'm
white
good.
guy right
Yeah,
now.
you're probably good to go then. I feel like a lot of black men would be like, hey, man, yeah, I like it. Looks good. Like, if you're like...
Let's go walk to work. What's up, man?
that might get you fired.
I have to fucking put my heel into it. Fucking go over
go
the
all in.
fence.
Just go all in.
This is how I am now.
Backflip over
This
that
is
fucking
true
fence,
me.
dude.
Hey, Coleman is like a black name, basically. So I'm
know
gonna
what?
come in and
You know
Yeah,
what?
but then you got McAllister,
Yeah.
and that's
yeah,
just
the McAllister guy.
Irish as it gets, bud.
No, it can work. It can work. You know why? You know why? Oh, you just have to say your pronouns. Your pronouns are they,
There we go.
them.
I could say my pronoun is
Yeah.
black. That's a thing now. People identify as racist. They
Like-
can identify as
Like which one? I could like say like call me a carrot. You know.
yeah.
You know, it's just I don't know. It's just like I always think about like
I just try to hide away from all of that. I'd be under a rock.
We've been getting there. We've been.
People would be like,
Against that current.
doesn't it fucking piss you off that people want to, like these little kids want to identify as fucking cats and shit? And then I just pull out a blanket
Yeah.
out of nowhere, and then I just cover myself up,
But-
and I crawl under it. Like, please don't. Drag me into it.
but it'll work. It'll work because you know why? We have that card. I have the native card. You have the black card. What trumps
And he's
that?
got
I got
something.
the autism card.
Oh, yeah,
there you go.
man.
I got everything.
Dude, we're gonna have to name this episode Powerpuff Boys, dude.
Hell yeah,
That's great.
I'm with it.
Powerpuff Boys.
What is it? So you're the sugar, I'm the spice, and you're everything nice.
What I gotta be sugar? He looks more like sugar.
Also, I'm the asshole, so I don't know.
Maybe he
Or are you
is
the
the
asshole?
spice.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
me?
Who's
I don't
the
know.
asshole? Who's the asshole of this group?
I don't know. I feel like it's me. Speaking of that, so
You wouldn't just let us take it, man. You wouldn't let us take it. That's
All
why
right.
you're an asshole.
all right, like I'll like me being called an asshole. I could see it because
I'm
you know
kidding.
why? Like growing up, I did some fucked
No,
up
I'm
shit.
joking, man.
No,
you're
like-
a very kind person.
Like no, this all comes from like a like, asshole like way. Like I'm trying to change my ways and shit. Because
That's
like
good, man.
well, you know,
Not
like
me.
well, because all right,
Lolo stays in character.
all right, just hear me out. Because like you know, in school, right? I believe I was in like 4th grade. This is how I knew I was gonna be an asshole. We had music class, right? You know how to play the recorder and all that shit. You know that little fucking wooden flute. Well, anyways, I had this teacher. I'll leave his name out because I still regret it. I fucking and you'll see why. Because like you know, this one time like I was being a little shit kid. I was fucking pressing like the piano key when he was trying to tell us what to do, and we was behind something to like where he couldn't see. So he felt around, felt my head, didn't know who it was, and just gave me a little tap. And I was like, all right.
That was his
Okay.
reaction.
Oh, this is what you're gonna do? Okay, I'll get you back. So we had PE before music, so I already had my shit planned out. He likes Pepsi. So after PE, we go to music class and shit. He gets called to the office, and I let him go. I looked around, and I told my classmates, don't say anything. I went into his office to his like little Pepsi bottle, like a 20 ounce, right? I opened the cap, and mind you, we just got done with PE, so I'm sweaty. So I opened it, fucking put it against my sack, my little sweaty sack, and I should rub the rim of it, put on the cap again, and put it like where it was at, and then just sat and watched. Then when he came back, first thing he did was drink the Pepsi, and he made a face when he was like, but he never questioned it after. So like that part,
holy shit.
Yeah,
you're going to hell. If there's a heaven and hell,
I know that.
You are going to hell.
I'll love it. Even the devil wouldn't want
it's
me.
warm down there, dude.
This sounds like it'll be funner anyways.
Wait, what? Yeah, so you did that because he tapped your head?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot more fucked up shit, man. So this is where
I wish I would have lived more like you, dude, because these teachers.
Oh no.
Well, I was a dickhead though too. I still am a dickhead. I know.
Yeah.
But only to certain people. Only the people who annoy me. Yeah. Like some dude was messaging me today on fucking Snapchat. He makes music. It's like I Love You, Joe Brown, and
like
he
the
was
judge?
like, huh?
Like the judge?
I don't know.
Like Judge Joe Brown?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I mean, no. The guy that was talking to me isn't a judge. No.
Oh.
But I don't know why his name's maybe his name's actually Joe Brown. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. He's like responding to my story where I was like rapping on it, and he was asking if I heard of this guy. I was like, nah. And he was like, oh man, you should check him out, dude. He's just like you. And I was like, nobody's like me. And I deleted him.
Hell yeah.
I did that just today. I'm like, you fucking come on my fucking line telling me about somebody's like me. Get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
I don't like people.
You're a clone, bro.
Yeah. No. I'm myself. Nobody's like me. Nobody can do me like I do me. And if somebody comes around and they start doing me better than I do me, I'll fucking kill myself. Or them. One or the other.
Speaking of that.
Don't let Lolo get famous.
Speaking of that, you think you could, like, say if someone made a clone of you, you think you could beat that clone?
Well,
like some evil clone, right?
That's all just chance at that point.
Yeah, there's too many variables. There's either too many variables or no variables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? That's what I'm saying. Because if he comes out just like me, exactly like the way I am right now, he knows all my moves
and everything. Oh, yeah. Shit.
He's got all my moves.
I mean, it would be the same as, like, two opposing forces, like, trying to move, and, like, they just can't. Or there's, like, so many different factors that you can't even determine until you're there.
Like, you're just blocking, we're each just blocking it'd be like a fucking anime thing.
Hell yeah. What? Oh.
I don't know, though. Maybe I'd get him. Because I'd go straight for the knees, dude. Like, I know this motherfucker got some some hurting ass knees.
I'll try.
That's a more likely outcome, right? Is like you both kill each other. You're like, ooh, I'm gonna trick him this way, and then he's tricking you the same way that you think you're tricking him, and then you just.
I'll probably hear out my clone, see what his aspirations and motivation is. If the things that he's gonna do if he wins is cool, I'll probably let him win. But nah, fuck that, man. I can't. I feel like I'm the better clone.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that already.
Yeah, true.
But I'm gonna shoot.
You'd be surprised. You like taking notes, like
straight out the machine, dude.
What happened
before
to your
he even
childhood?
gets his clothes on. Pop, 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 pop. He's done. They're like, there you go. I won, motherfucker. But maybe he just comes right out the fucking machine fighting. See, you never. Yeah, just like Coleman said, either too many variables or not enough. Yeah. I don't know.
Dropping truth bombs.
You still, speaking of, you still never brought up, like, what dog would you eat? We're still on that.
And we're back. I told you, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Whoever the one has the most sustenance.
Yeah, I'd have to try multiple dogs in order to be like, okay, now I know.
There probably isn't a database on that.
Huh?
There probably is not a data bank on that. Maybe there is.
No, I don't.
I mean,
think
there
Maybe
has to
this
be
is-
one in China, right?
There's like Chinese,
Right?
ChineseFoodKitchen.com. They got like some top tier recipes,
yeah, but
Yelp reviews, that type of
I
shit.
thought the big thing was is it dog or cat with the?
It's dog. That's the joke with. I think it's.
Would you
I think
rather
it's-
eat a dog or a cat? Which one would you feel better with?
I'd feel
Well, the
better
thing
with a
is,
dog.
you're eating the muscle. You're not eating the fat.
A cat is so tiny.
Yeah.
You
It'll be
feel
like
you
a
would-
little rotisserie chicken. You know, with the cat.
I feel like they probably got less meat on them than that.
Yeah, way less.
Because cats are just like so like they just don't have a lot of. They're like all
Birds
fat
are
and tended.
plump. That's like that. Like turkeys and birds or chickens are like
Would-
plump. They have
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
got
plump.
them-
Would you eat a
bellies.
pigeon?
If I had to, yeah.
Yeah. No, like just say it'd be like if it's on a menu.
No.
No. Could be
mean-
a farm raised pigeon.
I think this all depends on where we're eating at though too. You know what I mean?
Like
If
what
it's
kind
at
of cuisine?
McDonald's.
Yeah. Like if this is like
Pigeon
getting
burger.
served at like a pigeon at a high scale restaurant, then yeah, okay. Yeah, they
like
probably
Gordon Ramsay.
yeah, they
fucking
probably
chef.
followed the correct guidelines and shit. But am I gonna eat some pigeon off of one of them street vendors in fucking India?
Oh no, you're catching something.
Yeah.
You're probably like catching
The way them
hepatitis
niggas
or
run
something.
all that shit through their hands and shit. You seen that?
Yeah.
No.
Dude,
They
where
do
the
what
fuck
through their
is our
hands?
producer, dude? Like this dude's like making a drink, dude.
Yeah.
And he just like is like grabbing the ice, bare hands, and then he like pours something over his hand
Yeah.
into the food and shit. It was
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck is going on? It's like they're washing their hands in the food.
Yeah, India's wild, man.
Oh
Like-
yeah, dude.
Like,
Might as well get 2 and 1 or in.
Yeah.
We don't have that much more today.
But a lot of them people be poor and shit though too. So like I get it, cause like, man, I don't remember if it was India or what, but there's like this fucking dish that
Yeah.
they fucking make, by like they'll take like old ass chicken bones and shit out of trash cans and collect them all, and then separate them, and then they like boil them down for like an hour or whatever, and then they switch them into a new pot
My God.
and like make a whole broth and
sounds-
shit with them.
that sounds very Indian.
That sounds delicious. but
I would fucking literally.
you do know we're talking about the ones with the dots, not the
Yes, we're on the same page.
Just
We're on
make
the
it
same
clear.
page.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
The one and only time.
Shout out to all the Indians
Yeah,
out there.
hell yeah.
We're
aggressive.
I feel like well, I mean, maybe we're not more correct. Are we more correct by saying native or more correct if we say
Yeah.
Indian?
More
Who knows?
correct with native.
Who knows?
Listen, dude.
Well, okay, I don't know.
To
If he
be
doesn't
fair,
know, I guess
I'm
I
gonna
don't know. But
I'm gonna take what he says
sure,
first.
sure. Okay, I'll say from what I understand, Indian is proper to those who live in India, and Native or Native American is proper to those who were originated in
Yeah, it
America.
changes every year, man. And shit. It's either native, indigenous, or all
I
that
feel like I'm
shit.
getting a native pass
Every
right now. and I
every
don't know.
fucking presidential campaign.
Yeah.
Dude. Hey, I was just at the fucking casino, bro.
Which one?
Meskwaki, and they took all my fucking money.
Hell yeah.
As they do.
We
Nah,
gotta
my
get,
parents wanted me to go out there, and
We
they're
gotta
like,
get our land
"Here's
back somehow."
$150. Whatever you win, you can keep it." Nigga, I didn't win shit. I didn't win a fucking thing.
Dude, you double it and leave.
hell yeah.
I didn't even get there.
Yeah, well,
I'm talking like most of the machines I was going to, like I didn't even hit a
that's the
point where I
problem.
was
You're going
up
to
at
the
all.
machine. That's the problem, dude. You're never gonna win on the machine.
Oh really? Then why
Yeah.
the fuck did my mom win a jackpot?
It happens once in a million.
Oh yeah, once in a fucking million, my fucking dick.
Oh,
dude.
and that's if like you're putting a fuck ton of money in.
Dude, the first time I ever went to the casino, I went to Prairie Meadows. I went with $20
Yeah.
and I came out with 188.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you.
From machine?
Yes, from
Wow,
fucking
that's
machines. The
impressive.
machines
Hell
hit,
yeah.
dude.
That-
Just not all the time. It's like if I see somebody on a machine and they're playing it, and I notice they've been on it for a while, and I don't see them winning shit, and then they get off, I'll go hit that machine before somebody else does. Which I'm not. It's not like I'm a fucking
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
whatever mathematician.
Take
But also,
Columbia syrup.
then it's like if somebody just hit big, if I just saw like somebody win a jackpot, I'm not gonna go hit that fucking machine right now.
Hell yeah.
You know, you should take me to a casino and see what happens.
Yeah, right. I actually made I made a fucking joke. I was like, me and my stepdad's like, yeah, go hit the blackjack table. Let's go check it out. He's like, just go play it. Go try it out. Because I was like, I've never played it at a casino. I was like, well, what if we find out I'm like autistic and I can count cards or something, dude? What if we find out I am not? I did win a couple of hands at blackjack, but it was just like, I just kept, it was too nerve-wracking, dude, with like a bunch of these people I don't know. And I don't want to look like a fucking fool, but I clearly am a fool. It's just like there was this one time I had 13, and I knew I shouldn't have hit. I had 13. I'm just like, I know I shouldn't hit right now. I'm gonna fucking probably get something big, but I just got like small number, and I fucking hit anyways, and I was like, whatever, I'm out of here. We were there for like 2 minutes, right?
Lost
and I asked my stepdad. No, I didn't lose everything. Well, I lost everything that I had put into it.
Yeah.
I look at my stepdad and I asked him what something was, and this lady fucking comes over to the guy, and she's like, "How long have they been over there?" He's like, "Who, them?" I was like, 2 minutes.
Damn.
We've been over here 2 fucking minutes. Like, listen, bitch. Okay, if I'm over here winning, I understand. And like, if I'm talking to somebody behind me, and then I'm over here winning. I'm currently losing every hand. So what the fuck are you looking at? Like, get better at your job, bro. Like, goddamn. That type of shit just annoyed. Like, I didn't have any money, pretty much. I had like 3 chips left when she came and fucking asked me.
Speaking of Indian casinos, you bust out that sage because of me?
To be fair, that's here every episode.
Alright, I just had to make sure.
I don't use it for religious reasons, but I do enjoy the smell of it. Yeah. It is the one good thing I take from the Catholic Church, is the smell of it.
Oh, you're Catholic?
Well, I was raised Catholic. I'm no longer Catholic, but yes.
For now. He's thinking about making a comeback. He's thinking about it.
Why, you want to get touched?
I'm going to take a boat.
True?
What?
Is that true? Like the priests are like...
I was an altar boy, but I did not get touched. It was for real.
So you're not a true Catholic. It's not just fucking...
Don't most of Catholics that get touched, isn't that shit happening overseas, though?
I thought it's still going on.
No, I mean, it happens everywhere, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it happens in, like, all religions and shit, but I mean, you gotta understand, thing.
Like, all this whole, like, Christianity, Catholicism, this is all new to me. You know? Like, this, like, I don't... Like, I just find it crazy, like, you know, how, like, they fucking say, oh, this is, like, you know, this is Christ himself, and it's a fucking cracker. Like, he turned himself to a cracker? Or, like, this is the blood of Christ, and, like, damn, he must have been getting wasted since it's supposed to be wine, right?
It's not cannibalism, though.
Ain't that crazy?
It's a real thing. I was talking to Molly about this. When I was growing up, like, they would get mad at us if we ate before church on Sunday. Because there was a whole theory that, like, the food in your stomach would disrupt the, you know, how you take the Eucharist, which is like, you know, it's kind of an L for Jesus, right? That stomach acid is like a formidable foe for him. He can't make it past fucking somebody eats breakfast.
Don't eat breakfast on Sunday, but this nigga got fucking nailed to a cross, thrown in a cave, and then came back to life 3 days later. Yeah. So what do you think?
Imagine how.
Do you think that there's, because they say that there is proof that Jesus was real. There's not proof that the things in like the Bible and shit like that. It's not proof that like those magical things happen. But they do say that there's proof that Jesus was real.
You know what's crazy though? You know when they talk about Jesus, why is he always like shredded? He always has like a 6-pack and, you know, on the cross and all that shit.
Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of the... Calm down.
Because what you call ain't he like Muslim or Palestine? Shout out to Palestine.
I'm on that same page. But no, he probably would be because, I mean, like, he'd still be skinny, but he'd probably be in pretty, like, fairly good shape and fairly good looking in the terms of physicality.
You know, I'm sure God just beamed down a workout bench and just
you're fucking. You have to literally use your body to live.
You know what would be funny if like Jesus was actually like like just a fat slob and be like, nah, man, this can't work. we gotta touch him up a little.
He's some spoiled rich kid's son.
Yeah.
He's just like abusing his power. He's like gotta carry water up. He's just like using it like the force. Like,
but he did some cool shit. Be like, all right, we had to put him in this book, but he can't be looking like this, man.
Yeah.
Give him a 6-pack, make him look beautiful, make him
For
almost
real,
look.
they should have made the Bible a picture book.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much, the people that do read the Bible. I'm sorry, but
Jesus wasn't white.
I feel like they
Take
would.
that picture of white Jesus down. But do you believe at all that Jesus really was like a real person?
I feel like he was.
I don't know. I've heard different things about that. I haven't looked into it enough
He
to
changes
know.
my tire
It's
every
possible.
now and then.
It's very well possible that
You
there
said
was.
what?
He changes my tire every now and then, but he goes by Jesus. I'm sorry. I already know I'm going to hell.
God damn. That was fucking great.
But then again,
he changes my tires too. Though.
I mean,
Does a very great job.
Yeah.
Man. Always give a tip.
ain't all like natives going to hell because we don't believe in like that shit.
Technically.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's what Christians believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Christians and Catholics would both.
No,
also-
Catholics are more about like the final judgment.
Oh yeah, because you go to like purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people that like I think they always argue that like if you're still a good person in a different religion, it's possible for you to go. But like a lot of people that I grew up around, like Protestant, they would say like Jews are going to hell. Like just for being Jewish. Like that was just
Be
their
like, no,
their bad luck of the draw. They just fuck.
This is where we draw the line.
Yeah, exactly.
None of that Jew shit.
And even then, I was like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, you're just like, sucks to suck, motherfucker.
So if I converted to Judaism, could I still go to heaven? They're like, no.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
First of all, they wouldn't take any of us.
Yeah. I already know
They'd be
that.
like, no.
I'll probably be the first one.
I mean, I feel like they'd probably take me before y'all.
Yeah. They ain't taking me for shit.
I mean, like, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. They'd let me in. Yeah.
No, we ain't taking that dark-haired hippie-looking motherfucker. Shit. Get down there.
Yeah.
My hair's curly enough, but my nose is too average. And it's a little fucked up, so.
Yeah.
Did you get punched in it?
No, I dove into a tree, actually. I was trying to catch
Hell
a
yeah.
football, and I fucking...
Hell yeah.
Did you? Is that really what happened? When did that happen?
I was like, like late elementary school, early middle school.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant you fucked it up like recently.
No,
Like-
yeah, we were all playing football in the backyard. Yeah,
That would have
This
been
was
better
forever
for us
ago.
recently. Speaking of more fucked up shit,
I just dive into trees. That's just my. I just do somersaults outside.
speaking of more fucked up shit, I didn't do it, but I told the guy to do it. Like,
Uh-oh.
but I didn't know. This is like during a football game. We were just chilling, me and the homeboys, and we see these fucking people like running by. Like high school kids. Keep seeing them run by, and I was like, yo, what would be funny? When one of those kids fucking run by, you should trip them. Full on sprint. No shit. I'm telling you, I already know I'm going to hell. But just in my defense, I didn't know. Well, anyways, one of my homeboys be like, all right, I'll do it. So when like one of them was like running by, I specifically remember that he was holding either Mountain Dew or Sprite because it was a green bottle. He's running. Then like he waited until he like was in a full sprint and he tripped him. And when he tripped, this is where I didn't know. He had a glass eye and supposedly it popped out because he seen something like fucking fly out. I thought it was a quarter. Shit, Then like you see his Sprite like fucking flipping in the air. He does a whole flip, then fucking lands on his face. No shit. And after that, we just took off. No shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. You guys are fucking terrible.
Yeah, I already know I'm going to hell. That's why I'm trying to be so nice to
I
make
was
up for it.
I was like kind of mean like that though too. Like once I was
It's
like
funny,
junior
right?
and senior. Once I was like junior and senior in high school, especially in like wrestling, dude, it's like I'd fucking sometimes you're a fat lazy fuck like me. Like, hey, I'm partnering up with you, and it's like, dude, I'm like a freshman and I'm 145 pounds. I'm like, yeah, well, it's gonna happen today, and. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get them on their stomach, you just basically lay on top of them and you just fucking forearm right to the back of the head as much as you can. As whatever you can do to keep their face in the mat. And then as soon as they fight you, and they like grab your arm and they pull their head up, just crossface. And you got to keep the thumb out too. When you go to crossface, you got to keep the thumb like that. You can't keep it flat. You're supposed to keep it flat in an actual match. But in practice, when they're that young, you keep the thumb out and you hook it right on the nose. Oh yeah, dude. Doesn't feel good at all. I went through the same shit. I took this kid Josh Deal once. I felt so bad, dude. I felt like it was like when you like hit your little brother and you're like, shh, don't cry. But I fucking, we were just fucking around. I went like this with him and I just went, whoo, man, just flattened him hard as fuck. Knocked all the air out of him. I was like, oh shit, my bad, bro.
Speaking of like hitting your little brother, I accidentally did something to my little sister once. Well, just in my defense, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, because you know, like how you scare people, like be like, and you fucking stop right there. Well, I did it with a bat, but she leaned into it, and I accidentally hit her, you know, with like a little aluminum bat. I tried to like fucking get
Was
close.
she scared you when you hit her?
Huh?
She scared you? Or you tried to scare her?
I tried to scare her, but she
got too close.
Yeah, she was supposed to like go back, but she actually leaned into it and accidentally and then I was like, oh shit.
That it fucking pisses me
Were her
off
grades
when people
affected
scare
after
me.
that point? Did her grades go down?
Do you have grades over there?
Surprisingly, yeah. But even now, I don't think it even fucking matters and shit. Because
depends how much crop you bring back.
yeah,
That's your grade.
how much corn and beans and shit.
I don't fucking
65
know.
bushels.
Do you think
B+.
Amish people have grades and shit? I don't fucking know.
That's one thing I always.
Amish are kind of just like white natives in a way.
Yeah. You want to know the funny thing is that like we're actually like this with the Amish and shit.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But like I don't know, like
Do
in
they
a way,
really live no electricity?
Yeah.
some
of them
do,
have-
some don't.
Yeah, some of them have fucking cars.
You ever seen Rumspringa?
Huh?
What's that?
Rumspringa?
Is that the movie?
No, like it's something that they go through. Like you know, when you get to a certain age, they let you do what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Like
And you can like decide to stay Amish or not.
Like if you decide to like stay, you're stuck in it. But if you decide to go, you're cut off from everything.
Oh,
like all
yes, I've
family.
heard
Well,
of that, yeah.
sometimes some of them, because I know I've like watched a whole fucking documentary on them once, and sometimes they will let you back, but like
you're shunned.
there was these people in a community, like in the documentary I watched, it showed multiple, and there was people in this Amish community that were they had to send their boys to high school for some certain classes, and they ended up letting them all join the football team because they all really wanted to.
Imagine
And
seeing that shit.
the rest of the fucking they didn't have beards, they were too young for that.
Yeah.
But the rest of like a bunch of people in their community were like trying to get them kicked out and shit. So they were having to have like city meetings and shit to see if they could actually stay because they were
had
letting their
cities?
sons. Well,
Yeah.
Oskaloosa is still called a city. Town meetings, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
But to them, probably a city. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some nice dirt roads in there. But so yeah, it was like. But then there was another one where it's like, yeah, some people left. Like there was this girl that left and got pregnant, and they wouldn't let her back in.
Shunned.
But there was a dude who left for like 2 days, and then they let him back in.
Yeah, awesome me, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was mostly because that chick got pregnant. They were like, nope.
That's the X.
Nope, we're not. They're like, we're not letting that bastard baby in here, boy.
You know, one time I bought some shit from a Amish lady, and we were leaving, and she like had a she like came out back out with like with a what did you
Is
say?
it butter?
No, I said buggy.
Oh, you said
like-
buggy.
Oh,
I thought you
my
said
bad.
butter. I was like,
Yeah,
did you buy butter?
we stole her boogie. It just took. No. She came out with like a soda fountain, like a fountain drink, and I was like, I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't you
I'm
think
calling
that's
that one
cheating?
bullshit.
What?
Drinking a soda pop from the gas station. Don't you think that's cheating?
It was like a bottle or a fountain?
No, it was like a
you
fountain
said?
drink. It was like a. I feel like that's cheating. I feel like they should have to drink out
Yeah.
their own
I feel like
water.
it's cheating to the fact that I'll see them fucking whenever I've been down to like wherever it is, a manor or whatever. that fucking pull up in their nice brand new fucking Chevy.
Then put on their
Where did you get the money? Too. It's like where are you working? Well, I guess they're probably actually working and fucking making their own shit and then selling it.
You seen them fucking patch up roofs and all that shit? They get done in like.
They're like the white Mexicans, bro. They fucking.
That's a perfect description of them. Like, if you want shit done, you call them up.
I'm not calling them. I'll tell you that. If I'm calling anybody to fix anything,
well, you're Mexican, so
any type of Hispanic. If I'm calling somebody to fix something, dude, I'm always gonna aim towards a Hispanic guy.
But
every time.
Speaking of Amish, like in Rumspringa, like I said, they go all out. They fucking, they drink, smoke, like do lines and all that. They go crazy. Like that's where you see like like little chariots, buggies with fucking subwoofers and all that shit. It's that type of shit. That's what they're doing. like
rock and roll is fucking awesome. You ever seen that episode of Family Guy?
Music.
You watch Family Guy?
No.
Kinda, yeah.
You ever seen the episode where they get stuck in the Amish community?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna introduce these people to some fucking real music, dude.
Fuck yeah.
And then he's just like, I'm on a highway to hell. I was like, God damn, dude. You never did you never like it? You never liked Family Guy?
I wasn't a fan. I don't know.
American Dad?
No.
Futurama?
I grew up not being allowed to watch animated shit.
That's crazy.
And then by the time I was allowed to watch it, I didn't really care. I was more about like I had already developed a taste. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not really into anime. There's a lot of stuff I'm just not.
Well, anime, it's way different because these are just like, I feel like South Park is very like bold in your face.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like American Dad, Family Guy, Futurama, there's a lot of things that you won't get unless like you actually are paying attention. And it's like, Jesus fuck. Yeah. Like, it's like you're really airing this on national television right now. That is fucking crazy, dude.
Hey, me and Molly like Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
I know it's not super edgy, but like,
that's a good one.
It's funny.
Hey, speaking of you like being sheltered, when was the last time you saw a porno? Or first time you saw a porno? You remember that feeling?
Yes. The first time
like,
seeing
I remember it like it was just this morning. Buddy.
Oh, that's a core memory.
The first time I like saw a porno, or like a video,
like first time they like put it up.
I think it was probably like 13, 14.
Same, definitely same for me.
You remember what it was?
What it was? I don't know. It was two chicks and a guy on a couch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the.
For me when I first started when I was a kid, it was all girls.
Oh yeah,
it had to be girl on girl.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah. I remember. I believe it was the first one I saw was lesbians going at it, but like what was fucked up is that we saw it at another person's like 13-year-old like birthday party and all that shit. It was just nothing but teenage boys, hormones raging and all that shit. Well, anyways, they one of the boys fucking jacked their fucking dad's like porno. Put it in and all that shit, and I remember we specifically kept pressing like skip and all that shit, over the scenes because we wasn't trying to see dong and all that shit because dude,
if that's honestly, I'm a firm believer that in like adulthood, in your adulthood, if you are like, nah, I can only watch girl on girl porn though, gay. Sorry, dude.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, am I gay for needing dick in your porn? Like, but no, like,
it makes it inauthentic.
Yeah. It's like, kind of just like playing, like, it's not like, no, get me to the real shit.
Yeah. Like when you see a snow bunny taking a BBC, it's like, oh yeah,
just demoralizing.
You're like, I know this is real. You see two girls scissoring, and it's just like they're just yelling at this point. They're just yelling right now. So yeah, when you're a kid, absolutely that's fine. But if you're in like your 20s and you're talking about no, it's gotta be girl on girl. If you like, sometimes you're like, oh, I'm feeling a different taste. That's fine. But like, yeah, you're trying to.
Yeah, I remember I saw like a porno mag when I was like 8 or 9. My friend had like he had a whole fucking shed.
Do you remember
where he took all of his debt? The name of the it was probably Playboys. I think. But yeah, he took pages from the mag and like put them out in the shed. So like we went in the back of his dad's shed and just like
jerked off together.
Jerk off.
But it's so weird that like
that's some jail shit.
I got a fucking for real. Is he in prison now?
Yeah.
But me and my old buddy Tyler Black, dude, we fucking from like his grandpa's, I think it was in Rose Hill. We fucking stole some pornos out of his fucking attic. And so like down from
some old school shit.
It was like down from the back of his house. Like there's this plot of land where it turned into like a valley, and just all wooded area and shit. And it was just all filled up, and like it was nobody's technical property.
Is that where you?
So we had a spot down there under trees, and where we kept the magazines, and we would just go. No, I swear to God, we just sit there. We just sit there and look at him. Be like, oh,
that's what you do.
That's all we do together, and it's just so fun. Dude, we were so upset, dude. He called me one day, literally, like when we still had house phones and shit. And he called me and asked if I could, if I wanted to meet up. So I got on my bike and we met up at Webster because it's like halfway between our house. And he's like, "Yeah, the magazines are ruined because it had fucking rained, dude." And we didn't think about it. So we had a solid 2 weeks though in the summer. Solid 2 weeks, but like. Dude, you know, it was like a bracket. We had to be like 9 or 10, bro. And like we would just like tell our other friends and be like, "Yeah, we got Playboy magazines, limited edition." They were like not like the magazine. They're like the thick ones, like limited edition, and we had 2 of them. It's like, yeah, we got Playboys, dude.
We got something.
Like, no way, no, you don't. Where do you have them? It's like, can't tell you where we have them. It's a secret spot.
We got something way cooler than Beyblades.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, cause like when the other dudes would hear us say it, dude, they were just like, it's so funny, dude. Looking back at it, it's so fucking funny.
Man,
those were the times, dude. Back when you like could brag about your new Walkman and shit like that, dude. Playing the CD on your headphones was just like, yeah, I'm fucking lit. I'm lit.
But you couldn't jiggle it though. No shit. As soon as it starts jiggling, it starts skipping. Like,
oh yeah. I remember I started wearing like a bigger size of pants when I got this brand new one, because it was like the first time that they made them like so small that it basically was just the CD. So I was just able to fit it in my pocket. Oh, I felt so cool.
Hell yeah,
I felt so fucking cool, dude.
Fucking every time I had a Walkman on, I felt like Eminem. You know, on 8 Mile. Oh, shit.
Dude, I was listening to Eminem and 50 Cent is the main thing I was listening to on the bus.
Who wasn't?
I'm like 10 years old, dude. Just like, I'll take you to the candy shop. Like, no, I won't. I can't take you anywhere, dude.
You're asking other people to take you to the candy shop.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Can I please have some candy?
I was too fat. Yeah, I had to ask. And they'd be like, no, you're fat, dude. You don't need any fucking candy.
Hell yeah.
Please, I'm going through withdrawals.
Dude. When I was a fat ass kid, dude, there's times I got grounded because I'd fucking sneak a Mountain Dew out of the fridge.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Like, I told you, no fucking pop.
What's funny with me is that they just made me keep eating. No shit. Then one day I just got skinny as fuck. But the downside of that shit is that people always thought I was on meth. That's the downside. Everyone always thought it was like, man, you're on that shit. No, man, it's just my metabolism and shit, you know?
Everybody thought it was just drugs but I was partying a lot and doing plenty of drugs when I lost like 100 pounds. But it also took me over a year to lose that weight, and I was also in the gym 6 days a fucking week.
Wait. You lost 100 pounds in 1 year?
A little over a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
That's not that crazy. I was in the gym 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day.
Okay.
And it was like 2.5 hour long sessions. I mean, I got to a point where I was deadlifting in the 400s, bench pressing in the 200s, squatting in the almost 400s.
Oh, that's pretty fucking good.
Dude, I'm a strong motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
People, a lot of people don't know, but it's like, yeah, I used to be in the gym a fucking lot. Sometimes I still get in the gym when I fucking have the time to meet up with Blythe.
But you know what? Like, smaller dudes do have that structure to put up more weight, because, like, you know, when I went to prison and all that shit, you know, I was getting close on deadlifts to, like, I believe I hit, like, 380 and all that shit. which is kind of crazy when you see me because I was skin and bones and all that shit. But, you know, like, I never did well on, like, bench. I never did well on squats. I think on squats I did, like, 250 or so around there and all that shit. Nothing too crazy, you know, and shit, but... You know,
I was more like 365 area.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. You're almost like a little baby Hulk.
Sometimes, it's a lot of like the dedication that I had put into it. Though I put in a lot of dedication. I had a torn ACL, and I got cleared for physical activity again. So I started by running. Yeah, and I just ran a quarter mile because that's like about how big the block that my parents lived on was. So I just run around that, and I kept timing myself. It got to the point where I was like in the gym, able to lift again, and I was at a point I was running a mile after every like 2-hour workout.
Yeah, I was more of a runner. I used to run like 5 miles a day.
Fuck that shit.
But speaking of speaking of the Hulk, how hard do you think he fucks?
What if the Hulk's dick stays the same
I was gonna bring that shit up to you.
As like, when he's a real person.
He just has to get a little angry.
Just a normal sized dick. Shit. Man,
he just finds a little thing that irritates him, and then he's like, "Oh,
yeah." That's why he's so pissed at that. Be like, "How is that? I get so big, but my dick is so little."
Oh fuck.
Man, that'd be some bullshit.
He probably fucks everybody to death if he was like the Hulk.
I mean, I would.
I don't know. It depends, dude. I'm just saying I've seen the Hulk a lot, and it seems like he wears some pretty short shorts. And so, I don't know.
He's wearing jeans.
Never really paid attention. Oh yeah, and then they rip.
Well, that was always the joke with the Hulk, is like everything else rips off, but his pants somehow magically, like only the part of the pants too, somehow magically grow with him.
Yeah,
even
he probably should have just ended up in like undies or something.
These
are my special extra elastic undies.
Yeah,
these things can stretch forever. But yeah, in them pants, dude. It's like, if he's got some Hulk-sized dick, then he'd probably have a pretty big bulge.
Fucking.
And I don't remember ever, like, I haven't watched Hulk in a long time. I never really paid attention to his crotch.
I mean, I haven't either. It's just a thought that came up.
Bringing it up in my head the best I can. It's like, yeah, you'd think he'd have... I think his dick stays the same size.
Which is crazy.
Who played the last Hulk? We gotta ask him.
What is it? Mark...
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
I don't think I know the name of anybody who's played Hulk. I fucking hate learning actors' names.
Then like fucking then the dude that fucking played American History X played the Hulk or some shit.
See, that's how I explain that. That's how actors should be explained there. Like when I'm like, oh yeah, the guy who played the main guy in whatever. It's like, yeah, that guy. He's good, wasn't he? Yeah, he's in this one too. Oh, okay.
Speaking of American History X, you think you guys could play that role? You know, all swazi down?
Easily.
Do it tomorrow. I know you could.
Wait, American History X. Is that one?
It's one where he's a Nazi.
Yeah, like fucking full on like neo-Nazi. Then he goes to prison. Fucker gets raped and changes his views. Be like, no man, we can't do this shit.
Yeah, it's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, it's
the last time I tried to watch it.
That sounds really wild. If that's all I've heard about it so far, it sounds pretty fucking wild.
You have to be in a certain. The last 2 times I tried to watch that movie, I get to the opening credits and like, nah, it's too. I don't want to watch this.
Too
right now.
swazi for me. No shit.
Yeah, there's a part
Shout
where
out to the Germans.
Edward Norton Edward Norton gets his house broken into by all these black guys. And he like shoots a couple, and then one's like still alive, and he drags him, and then like curb stomps him.
Yeah, puts his teeth on the curb.
Like his teeth scrape against the curb, and then he just.
That's what makes it be like, oh goddamn.
Yeah,
I bet Coleman wants to do that to somebody. And he looks like you look like you've been practicing with that stomp. He's like just fucking curb stomps him. He's like, I like that part.
Yes, yeah, that's my favorite part.
Joe Biden.
Watch this shit.
Joe Biden, dude. Hey man, be careful. Listen, we're walking.
Hey, I'm not making a threat. I'm not making a threat. It's satire.
But let's go, satire. Brandon, dude. All right.
Who do you think is gonna win?
Who you voting for in 2024?
I mean,
TRUMP, Trump, baby. No.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like he could, but you know, with natives, does he even give a fuck? You know, with natives, because like we only have like 1% of the vote.
Does my vote matter?
Yeah, like fucking. I mean, shit. Look at history. Y'all try to get rid of us. Shit, you know. So like.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, not
Don't group me in.
No, not you.
Only half of Laura tried to get rid of you.
But
Yeah. Half of my family, yeah, you can blame them.
that's why I just found it so crazy. Like, y'all know Bernie Sanders went on to settlement, like actually to the settlement.
Wait. What do you mean he went on? Just went on one, or what do you mean?
You know when he was doing his rallies and all that shit?
Oh, he did a rally on a
In Tama.
Oh.
You know where he did it in Tama? On the settlement and all that shit. Which that's why we was kind of rolling with him. Be like, oh, these motherfuckers saying like, oh yeah, then you this and that, yada yada yada. Nah, it's almost the same as him. Like, come and get
Coleman about this. We brought him up. I brought him up the last episode or the last
2
whatever.
episodes ago.
Yeah. And he doesn't like Bernie Sanders.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
He says he's a fraud. He's got 3 houses.
You're for the big T, big Trump.
No, I'm not Trump. No,
I'm gonna get him there.
Yeah, but I would say though about him, he's true to who he was. Be like, I'm an asshole. If you like me, you fuck with me. You know, and he's truthful. I'll give him that. Shit. And he has one hell of a campaign. Shit.
I think he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I feel like
I feel like we're closer to the end of the world if we have him as president, but. Y'all remember him on Twitter?
You're thinking about it way too broad,
like
dude. The end of the United States is not the end of the world. It's just the end of our world.
No, like hear me out. I'm saying like, y'all remember when he was on Twitter?
Yes.
Y'all remember how funny that shit was?
Oh, yeah.
Be like saying like, fuck it, go ahead, Trey. I'll press the button right now.
He's got True Social, man.
Hell yeah,
He's like, I'll fucking nuke him, dude.
Yeah.
But I think he's almost like, I feel like it's almost important in this day and age to like look at if it pops off, who's the type of president that I want to have to go to war behind.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you for sure, it's not Biden. I definitely do not want to go to war behind Biden. I feel like he's going to get me fucking killed by being like, oh, you can't do this, we can't do that, we're not going to do this.
I mean, look at Israel and Hamas, no shit, or Palestine if you want to say that, no shit.
That's not just his fault though. That's something that's Congress.
Yeah,
really. They've been doing that for fucking generations.
That's more like the end of World War II shit and all that, you know, because like fucking the whole thing is that one side believes they should have this side, the other side believes this side, but you know, we're back in Israel, which fuck them, all that shit. Because like fucking reason I say that is because like Palestine actually, you know, when Standing Rock happened, people didn't like it. Is that, you know, ISIS and Palestine actually sided with us because they saw what we were trying to do. Because like, you know, it's all like propaganda shit to like where be like they'll say this and that, but if you actually ask the locals and, you know, the native people, they'll tell you why they're fighting for this and all that shit. Because like, you know, if the natives, we was fighting for like everybody to have clean water in Standing Rock, and you saw how they was fucking blowing us up and all that shit. You know, it went back to like 1950s, and you know, we could say whatever about like Hamas and like fucking Palestine and all that shit, but you don't know what they're really fighting for because, you know, America be on bullshit.
I think it's important that, I mean, ISIS wouldn't have ever gotten to the point of power that it got without the United States help. Same thing with the Taliban. All these things that they blow up
because of the
in
US.
the mass media, and they're like, I mean, it's not all the U.S., but a lot of it. Like, I mean, when you're talking about problems in the Middle East, a lot of those problems might have got solved if we would have just stayed the fuck out of it. And like, I get if somebody is like, I feel like a lot of it's just been decision making. Like, hey, we don't like what this guy's doing. What he's doing is affecting us negatively, so we're gonna go in and stop it, rather than being like just waiting back, focusing on our own shit, and letting people be like, hey, the United States, we're asking for your help. But now they do. Now you can be like when the last 20, 25 years, they can be like, well, they did ask for our help. Well, no shit. Because every time they've asked for our help in the past, we fucking have come and provided. It's fucking incredibly insane to me.
You know who also asked for our help everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying like everybody. I'm saying in general, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
one specific person. I'm like, yeah, these people come and ask for our fucking help now because we fucking gave them all this shit before, so we're gonna fucking give it to them again.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking. Listen, I've been going crazy on that one.
Hell
I've been like,
yeah.
dude, we need a whole poll out. It's not that I don't think it's negative. I think it's unintelligent
Yeah.
to refuse any type of aid. Like if we're just like, no, we're giving you nothing and we're never going to give you anything to countries that do hold the same interest as us. I don't think that's. I think the biggest issue is a country with as much power as the United States have, and then like the fact that what's the president? The judicial branch?
Yeah.
They don't really make all the laws. It's really all our Congress. We never focus on that. We always focus on the president.
Yeah,
and so it allows these people to have so much fucking power, and they're like, well, this is in our interest, and we're gonna need to push these guys out of the way in order to make our interest a reality.
Yeah.
You know, in order to make our dreams a reality. And so they just always have to create an enemy. And
Yeah,
to take
true.
out an enemy, they always support another enemy with food, money,
Yeah.
weapons. And then eventually those people get too big. They don't like what we did because they saw that the whole deal that we made them was a 360 deal. And now they're our new enemy.
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein, dude, we knew
He's a
about him
badass
for
dude,
years.
yeah.
We
We
knew
trained
about him forever.
We trained him.
Yeah. And then he was like, we're backing off of this currency. I'm going to make my old currency. We're going back to gold.
Yeah.
No, you're
All of
not.
a sudden,
No, you're not.
all of a sudden, him invading, and them invading Kuwait, it's like, oh, now this is a fucking problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fucking people who did 9/11, where'd they learn to fly planes?
You know what? You
Right here. Yeah, YouTube.
Want to know the crazy thing though? It was no Iraqis on those fucking planes. It was really just all Saudis. Everyone in the Middle East say like the Saudis are crazy. Shout out to Saudi Arabia though. But
They do own this podcast.
yeah,
They actually tell us what to talk
Yeah.
about.
think this equipment is free.
this is all Saudi money.
Hey, wait.
Money.
Backtracking though, real quick, or off tracking. Whose house are we in right now?
Okay.
Whose house are we in?
Can we give that information over?
Well, I mean, okay. Who owns this equipment?
Saddam Hussein.
No, real shit though. People, and I hope you clip this. People, stop telling me what to do with the podcast. Every fucking day, I get somebody that's like, "Hey, let me on. Do this with your podcast. Do that with your podcast." First of all, this is 30% my podcast. I just talk a fucking lot.
I'm
Alright?
just here.
This podcast does not happen and all these crazy conversations without Coleman. So tell him what to do with the podcast. And then we'll relay.
I would say this. I'm a hellspawn, and I kind of stir the pot and shit. I love this shit. You know.
Lolo's regretting his role.
I just hate how every day people hit me up and they tell me at least one person a day on average, and they're like, "Yeah, you should do this," and I'm like, "Well, first of all, shut up.
Yeah.
Go start your own podcast. Second of all, I'm just like, this isn't just me, dude. Like, we gotta have a talk about this. I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, come on next week.
Yeah.
Person I don't know.
Dude, I had my uncle. He had the most retarded idea. He was like,
What is it?
you know what you should do?
Well, he's gonna tell us.
I want to hear this.
With the McAllister Hours, the Superior podcast.
The superior, of course.
Superior podcast. My uncle suggested that for every episode, I interview a McAllister. And I just, every episode
Just
is
your
just an
family?
hour.
Just your
No,
family?
not even, this is beyond my family. This is just everybody.
Oh, the whole clan.
Everybody that is named McAllister.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, I've had a lot of people on Instagram and whatever message me ideas, but that's by far the dumbest idea. And he was like on this too. We were at a family event. And he's like telling everybody, I'm like, dude, this is the most retarded. This is.
I think the thing that pisses me off about it personally is because I realize the fact of this podcast literally doesn't happen without you. Like, I don't have a podcast. I don't have this platform without you. And people talk to me like they think that this is just my podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you even like processing that?
Yeah.
Correct? Like, and I get maybe a little bit of it because like a lot of the reels are mostly me talking, but that's because I be saying fucking ridiculous shit, dude.
You're Irish, right?
Yes, quarter Irish.
Imagine how funny it would be to get someone from Ireland with their thick accent to say their ridiculous views and all that shit. I
hope they're willing to come over here for free.
Hell yeah.
The Irish, they get fucked around. They get fucking beat down all the time. Like every year they have a riot against the police, and then the police just kicks them back into submission. And you hear about it a little bit on the news, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Dude, I never realized. Is Ireland still under British control?
I think technically, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I never realized that they had their own language.
Yeah, I mean, like, dialect.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I can't understand a fucking lick of it.
Oh, I don't think anyone could.
When I watched the video speaking of it, it's crazy for how much of a history nerd I am that I never, I don't really know that much history about Ireland, though.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago, there was a protest where the Irish government was, there was a bunch of, pedophilia, child sex scandals stuff going on. So the people of Ireland, protested, and then Antifa attacked them because they saw a mob of white people. They were we're gonna go fight the Irish.
Hell yeah. Should be an easy win.
Fuck, you dumb motherfuckers.
Dude, that's the
See
thing.
white.
It's
See
so
white.
crazy. So many of the arguments that happen with people today, it's like they just they get so hell bent on one vision that they look at everybody possible as a fucking enemy. And half the time it's like, whoa. If you guys just sit down and have a discussion and try to compromise on the little things, you're going to get to a point when you realize you're fighting for the same shit right now, dog. You're almost fighting for the exact same thing. That's what was so beautiful about, the protest in 2020. And a lot of people didn't understand it. And yes, there's people that took advantage, that were looting and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
And that's the only thing that the news wanted to focus on. But still true, though. At the same time, I'm like, oh, poor Target. People stole their PS5s.
Yeah,
PlayStation and Target might take a big hit. It's like, dude, you guys are making so much money. And I'm not supporting it, though.
Toasted.
I don't think that was correct of people to do. But the fact that I saw Latinos, Asians, whites, blacks, all marching in the street for one cause. Yeah. We were there for one big reason. And it's like, it became more about just Black Lives Matter. It's about the fact of we fucking matter. We the people fucking matter.
Oh yeah.
And the biggest, the front force, the front line of what the government puts against us as a people is police. Yeah. They use them as a weapon against us when they're supposed to be an aid to protect us. Yeah. And that's how they use them.
Servants.
Yeah. Shit. Exactly. And a lot of officers do understand that. Yeah. There's a dude that I went to high school with. Officer Nord, he's in Oskaloosa. He just won Officer of the Year. And I thought about sharing the post and saying something about it, but I don't because I also really don't support the police. But, he's a genuinely good guy. That dude is a genuinely good dude. And I'm like, this guy actually is probably deserving of Officer of the Year. He pulled me over after I had fucking got into it when I got trespassed from Oskaloosa Walmart. Because this dude, the way he was talking to me, I was like, bro, you need to chill the fuck out because if you talk to me like that when we're not in a place like this, I'll pop your ass. Yeah. And he thought that I was talking about shooting him. I'm like, nah, I'm saying I'd punch you right in your fucking mouth and then you wouldn't talk like that anymore. But he ended up pulling me over and I'm freaking out because I got my gun on me. I got fucking weed in my car and shit.
Allegedly.
Didn't even fucking... Dude, fuck that. It already happened. What are they going to do? They're going to come back at me for weed that I did have?
That is true. But
I ride smarter these days anyways. But fucking he didn't try to press me for that at all. The other officer that came up, they were like, listen, they wanted us to try to charge you with the harassment and all that because of what happened. I was real with them. We're not going to charge you with that, but they do want you trespassed. They didn't violate my rights. They didn't even try to violate my rights. They were cool with me the whole time.
Trespassing is just a fine, right?
Not even a fine.
Oh, that
just means I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just means I can't go back. So That's the important part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I wasn't actually up to no good. I wasn't
Just as long as you're real
when
with
I
them.
went into Walmart, I didn't have my firearm on me.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Like, I didn't threaten anybody with a firearm. And, like, they realized that.
Yeah.
In a lot of case scenarios, you ain't getting out like that.
Yeah.
A lot of case scenarios, that is not going down. My ass would have been in jail.
Quick second. Is it cool if I take a piss?
Yeah, sure.
I think we're probably... Are we at
Well,
the
I was
hour
going
mark?
to say it might be a good time to just wrap up.
You sure?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
that's okay
All
with
right.
you guys.
It's
Are
up
we
to
at the
y'all.
hour?
I can
Yeah,
keep,
I mean we're
I can-
already at 1:17, so
Yeah.
all right,
it's
what
about
you
the
I
time.
can keep bullshitting with y'all and all that shit.
I got to piss, too.
Yeah.
all right. Shit.
Take a
so
little tinkle.
Yeah.
anything else to say to the people before we wrap up?
Shout out to Hamas. Should not-
Oh, my God.
I feel like we just part 2 maybe to dive into that one.
I'm down for part 2, you know, and shit. I already know I'm
I'm
going
kidding.
to hell.
Yeah, well, I'll be there right with you.
Hell yeah.
I might.
Not in Hamas on the hell.
Yeah.
All right. Peace. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Peace out, fuckers.